Hello, travelers, and welcome to November 5th. We have a lot of big astrology happening here. For those of you who got the newsletter, and by the way, my newsletter comes out every Sunday at 11 p.m., okay? I send it once a week, and it has a lot of information contained in it. Typically, there are links to articles, and that's where you get the notice of any specials that I'm running. And so today we are there's a lot of astrology going on, and really it's going to be too much to discuss in the video, but I'm just going to kind of give you the highlights. I'm trying to see something. Hold on, right, I just cut it out. Okay, Venus is retrograde in the sign, it's one of its ruling signs, which is Libra, the house of legalities and contracts and partnerships. Mercury is in its pre-shadow retrograde phase in the sign of Sagittarius. It is moving out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius, and I think it's either today or tomorrow. I can't. No. It will be on the 17th. It will retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. So expect any kind of negotiation, sales, contracts, short distance travel, texts, faxes, emails, phone calls. Expect there to be some glitches and things, and even electronic devices, okay? All the way into January. So that's just the way that's going to work. Uranus has retrograded back into the sign of Aries. So we're going to be looking at a repeat of things like Facebook. We're going to be looking at repeats around probably election meddling. Aries rules the face, the name, shape, body, hair, wardrobe, your image, your reputation, your online presence. So if you had some trouble with your Instagram or Twitter or whatever the case may be, you can expect a repeat of that. Uranus will be staying retrograde in the sign of Aries until, I want to say, May 2019. It might be before that. I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me. In addition, the North Nodes are going to be changing signs. They will be leaving North Node Leo, South Node Aquarius, and moving into North Node Cancer, South Node Capricorn. No matter who you are, you have Cancer and Capricorn on your chart someplace. So think back to, let's say, 1999 to 2001. What were you doing then? Because this is an opportunity for you to karmically close out whatever business that you needed to do so that you can move forward under this new phase. Capricorn rules home, homeland, state, town, country, women, children, the maternal lineage, heredity. Capricorn rules corporations, governments, heads of states, your social position and status. How high do you climb up? What is your highest aspirational goal in life? And then to top it all off, Jupiter is finally going to be moving into his ruling sign of Sagittarius. So there's a lot of astrology happening. There's a lot of undercurrents going on. We have a lot of planets moving at 0 degrees, 29 degrees. If you have your charts, please pull those out. Use the website to search those particular terms that you are interested in. You can join me on Slack to discuss some things. I don't always answer right away when you post your questions, but I do answer you back. So you might want to check in periodically if you've already joined and you haven't checked it recently. If you want to come over and join the website, you can. There's 3 levels of membership. If you want to just join for 30 days, you can. You still get access to everything that everybody else gets. And then after 30 days, if you don't find it of any value to you, you don't got to come back, right? We're going to... one other thing. I don't know if my friend Ann is watching. I'm really good at the transits on a global scale and how that affects you in your everyday life. She is really, really good at looking at the personal transit and really what's going on with you in that regard. So when I have an astrology question about myself, something personal, that is the person I go to. If you are interested perhaps in having her do an astrology reading, and I hope she doesn't mind me throwing her name out here, contact me through support desk, and I will give you her email information. If I'm not mistaken, I think she lives in Australia. It might be New Zealand. I'm not exactly sure. So there would be a time difference, but I'm telling you, it would be well worth it. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to break this reading up into 2 different types of reading. Each one is going to be 3 cards, 15 minutes. And when you hear my buzzer go off, I want you to start formulating your question so we can wrap it up with an angel answer and a romance angel card. We're going to be using, oh, and by the way, all of you who participated in the yearly Pay What You Want, thank you so much. It was really a blast and a pleasure to read for you. You guys had some of the best questions. I really did enjoy that, so thank you. I got as much out of it as I hope that you did. I have already heard back from some of you letting me know about the reading. Was it accurate? Did it make any sense to you? That it helped you? And so again, I want to thank you. And so that's something that I do every November. And so, you know, next year we'll be back on it. So with that said, I'm going to clarify here with this Rider-Waite deck with a deck of regular playing cards. They just kind of cut to the chase and tell you exactly what's happening. If I need to, I will pull the La Vida Sibilas. This is just general energies. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. That requires a personal reading. And by the way, I have a 1-hour special going on, $15 off. The link is not up yet. The website members and those who signed up for the newsletter have already gotten it. That will be running until Saturday at 10 p.m. CST, 2200 GMT, and then it's a done deal. So I will put that link live. By the time I have processed and edited this video, that link will be live in case you want to get in on that. Website members, all you got to do is log in to get your discount. It's a deeper discount than what you got even as a member. If you'd like to visit my website, you can simply click on the eye in the right hand corner and that'll take you right over. Okay, so here we go. 2 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Swords. What is over this? It is the the Ace of Coins. Holy moly. Well, something new, and an opportunity to take a new path, an opportunity to do something in a new way, an opportunity to do something new. This is the Ace of Pentacles, and all aces are very, very powerful, and they are opportunity. That's it. It simply means an opportunity. This can be an offer, some kind of financial offer, some kind of offer for you to travel, to go someplace, to do something different, to learn something different, to know something different. Coins represent the physical plane. So this is concrete knowledge and education. This is cars and jewelry and skills, and actually working and doing something. Okay, it's just an opportunity, however. Now, typically the coins represent years, so this could be saying that 2019 is going to be something new coming in for you. The question is, are you going to be in the place to accept it? And what I'm looking at here is a Wands, which is the focus and the determination, the gumption that you got to get this done. Again, the coins, whether you are walking away from something or you have been, in a sense, kind of cast out, or you lose something. And then the 5 of Swords. And because we know we have Mercury coming into retrograde, you can expect there's going to be some miscommunications, maybe some hurt feelings, maybe some standing up for what you believe in, and upsetting other people with that. Swords represent thoughts, belief, perceptions, ideas, and communication. Now I have 2 5s. So let me explain to you first what 2 5s mean. Okay, and I'm going to give you 2 interpretations here. Oh, I didn't do my thing. There are no major arcana cards. Okay, so this is on a mundane level. In other words, it's going to be an everyday issue, not something that you're going to have to spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure out what is the true meaning of it. This is just it looks to be a bit of confusion. 2 5s tell of new experiences ahead. Well, there it is. And we know, oh, I forgot to tell you, we also have a new moon in Scorpio coming up. So, whenever something new comes in, and 5s typically represent the idea of changes that are beyond your control. Okay, you really, there's nothing that you can really do about it. It's by an outside agency. And for some of you, this is going to be perhaps some kind of financial, has a financial component to it. That will bring up some arguments and miscommunications. This could be a business deal that kind of just goes like, wow, or you lose some money on it, or you decide to turn your back on something and walk in a different direction. That may also cause you some issues with other people that you are obviously at least familiar with or know or communicate with in some way. Now, here 2 5s say constant bickering and backstabbing and ill will from others affect the relationship. This 2 of Wands is the idea that you have a choice. 2 always represents dualities or choices and options. Some of you have determined that you are going to strike out in one way. Others of you are going to determine that there may not be a value in it for you, so you're going to walk away from it. Either way, I don't see that this thing is going to be easy for you. Okay, let me read to you the meaning of this 2 of Wands, and that might help you in some respect. What is this choice? What is this option that I'm going to have to make a determination of? What is this all about? Now, lots of times the 2 of Wands, the Wands cards will relate to work. But to me, I just read it as energy. Okay, how energized are you to get in there and fight for whatever it is that you want? 2s indicate a period of gestation, of waiting and anticipation, and of great success in the future. Well, we know that nothing successful or worth having is easy. You really have to get in there and work and fight for it, right? The 2 of Wands indicates the necessary preparations have been made. There is energy and strength and abundance to enable the goal to be obtained. It indicates that some kind of crossroads has been reached and that a choice or decision is now called for. It suggests that this is the right time for assessment and planning. There is a focus on relationship with others. This card indicates a need for independence and solitude. It represents boldness and restricted freedom, dominance from another, and separation. You may feel the need to separate in order to feel in control of your own destiny. It asks you to assert your independence and not allow others to deny you this freedom. You should not allow yourself to be drawn into something against your will. Show strength or you may regret it. It may be indicating a business venture or partnership which has security, but there is still a need to look beyond that. It tells of achievement in business and career success, and also shows a person that has the world in their hands but know they still have something to do. In regards to business and finances, if you were to cleverly yet fairly negotiate, the outcome will be favorable. It tells of boldness, courage, and embarking on a new enterprise. It indicates that a letter or a message will provide you the answer to an important question to do with a contract or a transition. Sometimes we have to walk away from something in order to gain something even bigger. And I just looked underneath here and look what that card is. It's the Sun. So something should become illuminated to you. Now, we are under a Mercury retrograde. Please do your research. Get a second set of eyes. Contact the appropriate professionals. Know that it's going to go backwards and forwards. Know that you might have to get in there and really fight. So if this is a promotion or you're striking out on a new business venture, know that you're going to have to work for it. Okay? We have 10 minutes left. It may be indicating a tremendous ability and excellent foresight, and you are asked to persevere and have faith. And that's what this card says. Don't give up, because you're almost there. You know, sometimes when you're trying to do stuff, you get the naysayers and the backbiters just trying to interfere with you out of jealousy and spite and ill will, or thinking that they know what's best for you. And if you honestly have the faith and the belief in what it is that you're doing, okay, you really don't need anybody's approval to do that. All right. It tells of leadership and new beginnings, of independence and perfected justice for all. The message of the Two of Wands is, as you sow, so shall you reap. This can also appear to indicate a lover coming into your life. Backbiting and ill will from others affect the relationship. Well, let's pull 3 playing cards on this. Because some of you are like, well, I don't know who that could be. That might be ill will. Does it really matter? Right at the time when you have a decision to make. Right? I do feel some of you are going to walk away from this. I also feel that some of you are going to take this up, but it will not be easy. Okay? You can't control anybody else. You can only control yourself. That's what powerful people do. And they don't engage in negativity. 8 of Clubs. 2 of Diamonds. And there is the 10 of Cups. Now, these cards have different meanings. And so what you may think might be positive may not be. So I'm going to give you 2 interpretations. The 8 of Clubs talks about work and business problems that have to do with jealousy. It is thought to be quite unfavorable. Yeah, well, okay. But what can you do? You can only focus on whatever it is you're trying to do. You can't be mad about other people and what they're trying to do. This is talking about a business partnership, a change in the relationship. That's what 5s represent, changes. But it also can speak to gossip, backbiters, naysayers, people talking shit behind your back because they're jealous. That's because, as my daughter said, what she say, they're jobless like that. That means they don't have nothing else to do, so they all up in your business. However, you remain focused. This is good luck and success. Okay? It says it's an important card that suggests good fortune after a difficulty. Now, I'm going to give you a second set of interpretations. And I know some of you be like, I don't like the fact that you read. I don't care. I haven't learned all of the combination of the cards yet. This is a brand new system for me. Actually, it's not brand new. I've been looking at it forever. Now, here's a different outcome. It's a card of quiet happiness. You will have learned many lessons and will know that contentment and peace of mind comes from small pleasures. In the past, material success will have been overemphasized, but this will be of much less importance in the future. No matter what happens from now on, you're going to be able to maintain a sense of inner peace and harmony. This has to do with overemphasizing work and money at the expense of what is really important in life. There's more than one way to be left out in the cold, right? Let's look at this 2 of Diamonds. And it's a 2, so it's another 2 card. It relates to unexpected good news concerning financial matters. It is likely to come from someone close and will bring pleasure to both. The sum of the money involved will not be large, but will be welcome all the same. You will be reaping this reward because of your ability to deal with people in a harmonious way. 2 twos, the need to make changes and harmonious communications, but it also speaks to partnerships, engagements, commitments, and contracts. Okay? Now, this can't be true for everybody. That's why you need a personal reading. This tells you that good news is on the way. It will usually be a direct response from something that you have initiated, but sometimes it is totally unexpected. What we're looking at is some kind of work and financial for some of you. But that 10th house that I was talking to you about, for some of you, maybe you may be retired, and maybe the highest goal or what you really want to be known for, what you're striving for now, is maybe charity work or raising your grandkids, or turning a hobby into something else that you really love doing. It depends. Everyone's idea of success is different, is it not? It says you need to be advised that the news is likely to be temporary. Enjoy it, but do not expect it to continue indefinitely. So this is why I'm saying to you, get a second set of eyes, do your research, consult the appropriate professionals, look to friends and family members or people who are around you who may have gone through the same or similar type of situation, and take your time making this and plot it out. Have a plan B, C, D, and E, because it will go backwards and forwards. All right. Now, what we're going to do, I want you to formulate one question for the angel answer cards, and then we're going to look at a quick romance reading for some of you. I'm going to put one more rifle on this. All right, I hope you got your question formulated, because I'm about to pull a card. These are the flimsiest damn cards. The card says no need to worry. Again, this can't be true for everybody, right? And Jupiter moving, that's the Wheel of Fortune. Your worries and concerns regarding your question are unnecessary. The divine and your angels have the situation well in hand, and everything is going to turn out perfectly. Perfectly doesn't mean it's going to turn out exactly the way that you want it. Okay, just means it's going to turn out perfectly. Obsessing over this subject isn't helpful. The energy of fear and worry only slows the eventual manifestation of your desires. Visualize loving and happy outcomes and keep your thoughts positive. Very soon you will wonder why you were worrying about this at all. Now, that's what I have for you on the regular. We're now going to take a look at the romance area. And by the way, website members, I am working right now on the November romance and relationship readings. I think I said in the newsletter that it should be posted by Saturday. I'm going to still leave that timetable up. However, it might be finished beforehand. You simply just need to keep logging back in, checking back. All right, here we go. Three cards. Here we go. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Death card. What is over this? The Lovers. Head or heart. But this could also be the idea of someone having a choice between two people. Now, what I find to be interesting about this is that one female is same-sex or heterosexual. One female is trying to perhaps convince this male of whatever she's trying to convince him of. You see he has doubt. Look at his face. I don't know if you can see that. He's not too certain about this. But then with this other female, and this, if this is you as a female with a choice between two different males, we see someone that is completely and totally enamored. This is someone that you trust. In fact, you trust him so much that you are allowing him to, let's say symbolically, cut a lock of your hair. That is a repose of complete abandon, submission, and surrender. And he looks completely enraptured. Well, here's a death card. Death comes in with her scythe to cut away all obstacles and blocks, to remove anything, to remove things. This is what I find to be another interesting aspect. There's this guy. There's the same guy back there walking along with a torch. Maybe he's got a torch for you. Maybe you have a torch for him. Maybe one person provides you a passion, and the other person provides you a security. Wands and Pentacles. But the Death card says that the time is coming for the end of either one of these situations or both of these situations. So you're going to have to determine, do I go with my head or do I go with my heart? Wow, that's quite interesting. I have two major arcanas, the Lovers and Death. But this is also a complete change in a relationship, and a complete change in perhaps the way you have thought about love and romance and relationships before, head or heart. I want to see if I can get a bit more information out of this. First, I'm going to see if the Nine of Wands next to the Nine of Coins. Sometimes I think there's a interpretation of it by the Nine of Wands. I'm sorry, Nine of Coins. But I want to see if it tells me anything by these Lovers cards here and the Death card. Two nines appearing in a reading suggest a house move and or a change of address. Do I stay with this person or go with this person? Do I surrender and go to this person? Maybe this person provides me the security that I need to feel happy. Maybe this is a fire sign male and this is an earth sign male. Same sex or heterosexual, whomever's going to take the role of the male. But something is changed quickly, suddenly, and without warning. That's how death comes sometimes. Sometimes it's a slow process. Sometimes it is not. Let's take a look at this Nine of Pentacles here to see if it will tell us anything. There's something else the cards are trying to tell me. I will be pulling Sabilas on this. Okay, nothing about either one of these cards. So now I'm going to give you the second interpretation of two nines. And two nines says you will receive, one of you needs to spend time alone. Well, isn't that funny? Let's take a look. We're going to pull three Sabilas. Then I'm going to pull three of these look at that couple in the background. Now, this is telling me that there is a relationship coming to an end, but there's also another relationship that is being protected. You don't think about death as a protection, do you? But she can use her scythe to cut away all obstacles, all problems. Okay? And that is a protection. Something having to end, but once it is ended, it protects you on the new path that you're trying to go on. I don't know if one of these guys kind of lives in the country, so to speak, because of there's goats and birds. Is a pastoral scene. Definitely the end of one phase and the beginning of another. Sibilas. Gran Signore. And my cards are upside down. The man about town. The owner of property, success. He's well known in the neighborhood, but he also represents the, in a sense, the King of Cups. So whether water sign, fire sign, earth sign, the most important male. Now, here we have a friend, an old friend, a confidant, and a very well-trusted relationship. So two people who are known to each other. And there is Fortuna, the wheel of fortune. Okay? Now, for those of you website members, Fortuna is always depicted as being in control of a wheel, of a ship. In other words, she's steering life. But like the fates, sometimes those strings are cut and the wheel goes another way. So this is sometimes the idea of someone blindly steering your destiny. They're not even aware of it, nor are you. This also says there's some kind of karmic aspect. Something is trying to end so that something new can begin. Okay? 3 cards. However, if this is the breakup of a relationship and a loss for you, know that it is neither punishment nor is it reward. It is simply time. Some people want to hang on to the bitter end. They'll stay with partners who cheat on them, lie to them, steal, abuse them in ways in which they steal their self-esteem, their belief, and their faith. They'll just hang on. They want to stay. But eventually that has to end. So what do you fear more? Do you fear more of being free to be who you are and start a new life? And why would you, maybe karmically you feel as though you have to stay for that. But, it's a choice to stay. So this is why I say death can end something, but she can also protect something. 3 cards. King of Swords. Now I have all 4 elements here represented. Isn't that funny? 9 of Swords, or the 9 of Spades, and then there's the 5. Let's go to the a dark-haired man, or a man with air predominating in his chart. An ambitious, perhaps self-serving man. Illness, accident, or just plain old bad luck. Where you may be feeling at your personal low at at the moment. Again, it says jealousy and ill will from people around you. Well, someone coming in to break up the relationship, but also for some of you, death cutting that away, the ill will and the jealousy. See how they're protected? They're behind the death card and they are smiling. For some of you, an ending. For some of you, a protection. Now, here is the other. This represents a strong and powerful man, intelligent, honest, loyal, ambitious, and practical. His outlook is mature. However, this man tries to be a good person, but tends to see everything in terms of right or wrong. And he finds it hard to see other people's views, as he is so convinced that his way is the best. He relies on logic and tends to ignore his intuition. He craves female company, but finds it hard to express his deepest feelings. This is the card of disappointments. And it is related to the tarot card. The Tower card in the tarot deck. It is frequently considered to be a card of total destruction, but this is only partially true, just like that of the Tower card. It indicates a change caused by unexpected means. It could be physical, but it could also indicate a change in the way that you think and look at life. Most people who fear change and will do anything to avoid it. But the changes brought by this Nine of Spades are inevitable and usually have a profound effect upon the future life that you're moving towards. It will make you more considerate and caring towards others, but also likely to make room for new opportunities. Five of Hearts. Signifies a major change in a relationship. It usually means that something comes to an end. This might signify the end of a love affair, but sometimes it can indicate a business failure or letting go of a once important goal. This is a temporary setback, and while you may mourn the loss for a while, you're going to bounce back and carry on with a new life and a new enthusiasm. Let's pull one Romance Angel card. Formulate your question. Here we go. Now, that's a weird kind of a card, yeah? But the Lovers also speaks to twins or siblings, maybe children. Let's read the card. This could be the idea that maybe you want kids and your partner or spouse doesn't. Maybe your partner or your spouse wants kids and you don't. The Romance Angel sent you this card because children are a significant factor in your love life. Either you want them or you or your partner have kids who are influencing your love life. This is a factor to consider when you desire to improve your romantic future. The angels honor and support all expressions of love, and they are willing to and able to help you with any issue concerning children. I want you to Listen very closely. In addition, this card can signify that you or your partner's inner child is affecting the relationship. This may mean there's a need for playfulness or a lighthearted spirit, or it could signal that it is time to heal a childhood emotional wound. The loving nature of your inner child and children in general is supportive of healing work, especially when its intention is to bring in more love. And whether more love means that you have to end one thing or be left, the relationship have to end, you can get more love on the backside of that if you're not getting the love that you need now. That's what I have for you. Again, click the eye. That'll take you over to the website. I do have that 1 hour special video reading going on. It's $15 off. It ends on, the 10th or the 11th. And the link will be live by the time that this is posted. So, thank you for allowing me to read for you, and namaste.